From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Saturday, August 12th, 2017. Silver is trading at $17.11 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,289 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 3.9 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $3,795. Antiwar.com reports 2 days after complaining about the humanitarian catastrophe in Yemen caused by the closure of the Sanaa Airport, the United Nations issued a statement rejecting an offer to directly solve this concern by turning the airport to UN control. The Saudi naval blockade of Yemen has greatly limited access to humanitarian aid, particularly in the country's north. The Sanaa Airport would be a good alternate route, but a lack of fuel has meant the airport can't support aid flights as cargo planes can't refuel to leave. Just the airport's closure is believed to have killed in excess of 10,000 people in the past year, and while the Saudis are offering to let the UN run the airport for the sake of humanitarian aid flights, the UN has ruled that out. UN officials maintain that it is the responsibility of the combatants to ensure humanitarian aid can flow, and that makes keeping the airport open their problem. As a plain fact, however, they aren't keeping the airport open, and the UN is unwilling to do anything to see that the airport stays open. For nearly 40 years, Robertson Roberts brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Robertson Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports renovations continued at the White House this week with President Donald Trump on vacation, the Oval Office empty and covered in plastic, and construction equipment lining the bucolic lawns. Workers are about halfway through the planned 17-day renovations, which include both mechanical work and aesthetics changes. The most recognizable room in the West Wing, the Oval Office, sat empty with plastic sheets covering the walls and nothing but bare hardwood floors, according to photos. Early in their terms, presidents have historically redecorated the Oval Office to suit their personal style and taste. The renovations come amid a report by Golf.com that Donald Trump commented recently, "The White House is a real dump." A spokesman for the president denied the remark was ever made. Cell 411 is a free app for Android and iOS that replaces government-controlled 911. Cell 411 allows you to preset a group of friends or private organization to show up in an emergency. Cell 411 is a nightmare to the state because it proves their so-called services aren't needed. Cell 411, because your friends won't shoot you when you're in trouble. Without the government, who would build the emergency services? You and Cell 411. Get it today at getcell411.com. Reuters reports the Los Angeles City Council on Friday voted unanimously to authorize the city to sign a contract with the International Olympic Committee to host the 2028 Summer Games. The contract gives the city a greater share of any financial surplus from the Games and includes an IOC contribution of $2 billion, but also leaves Los Angeles to cover any cost overruns associated with the $5.3 billion sporting event. LA City Council President Herb Wesson said before the vote, "This opportunity is too great. We cannot pass it up." Despite the 12-0 council vote, dozens of protesters opposed the agreement, shouting anti-game slogans during the meeting and at the news conference afterwards. Steve Ducey, a spokesman for the No Olympics Los Angeles Coalition, said, "We're really disappointed in this result," citing the city's problems with homelessness, which has risen 23% in the past year, according to the latest city data. Ducey added 55,000 people in the streets of LA County every night, and the Olympic Games isn't going to fix that, and historically it makes that situation significantly worse. 9-time Olympic gold medalist Carl Lewis, and a member of the LA 2028 Council, believes the Games could help LA's social and economic issues. Under the agreement, LA 2028, the committee behind the city's Olympic campaign, will invest up to $160 million to increase youth sport programs in the city during the 11-year run-up to the Games. LA officials have said the city would not need to build any new permanent venues to host the Games, since the city has multiple stadiums, arenas, and college campuses. The vote clears the way for Paris to host the 2024 Olympic Games. The IOC is expected to vote simultaneously, awarding the 2024 and 2028 game hosting rights when it meets in Lima, Peru in September. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.